Welcome back to my channel, you guys. It's been a few weeks. What I really wanted to bring to you today is just like an everyday feel-good flow, keeping it very beginner friendly. So let's go. Okay, starting down on the floor, we're going to sit back on the heels. We're not going to be here too long, but we just want to start by letting the hands rest on our thighs, sitting up nice and tall. And if you feel comfortable, close off the eyes. This just gives you an opportunity to just take an inventory of how your body feels right now. Slow down your breathing a little bit and set an intention if you would like for today's time on your mat. You can use your own or you can borrow mine. Today I'm going to move in a way that helps me feel good. It can be as simple as that. So just sitting here for a few breaths. Start to breathe in and out through the nose, and lengthening inhales and exhales. And then when you're ready, use the hands to crawl the weight forward on the mat until your belly rests on your thighs, and then you can rest the head on the floor. As your shoulders start to open up, you can creep the fingers further away from the body towards the top of the mat. This will really feel that stretch along the spine as long as we keep the connection between our bum and our heels. Keeping your hands and knees where they are, on your next inhale, we're just going to lift our bum off our heels, bring the weight forward towards our hands, arching into a little angry cat back. And then as we exhale, let the bum and head come high, drop the belly low as you take your weight back to the heels into your child's pose. So inhaling it forward and exhale the weight back. You can make this as big or small as you want. Again, doing what feels good for you. Take it slower if that's what you need. You don't have to follow my same speed. And breathing in whatever way helps you feel most comfortable. When you've done about 5 of these, come back to your child's pose. Walk your hands off the edge of your mat towards the left, keeping your bum on your heels and just feeling a stretch along the right side of your arm, your side, your armpit. Exhale as you walk your hands back through the center and off towards the right side of your mat, feeling a stretch along the other side body. Come back to center. And then from here, you want your knees at the back of your mat. And we're going to walk the weight forward and sink the chest low. So your hands go further in front of your shoulders, and then our chest sinks down towards the floor. There's a few ways you can do this puppy pose. You can put the forehead on the floor, like so. Or if you're feeling open, you can sink the chest and chin further down towards the floor. This is honestly just going to go differently depending on your body, so do what works best for you. You can also place a block or pillow underneath the chest if the floor feels a little too far away. Sticking the bum up in the air and keeping your hips behind your knees. As you breathe deep here, let the chest sink deeper down towards the floor. Keep your hands where they are. Let your elbows go down to the floor. And then just let the belly roll forward and find yourself in this little Sphinx pose, supporting yourself on your elbows and pulling the chest through the shoulders, reaching forward in a little bit of a stretch in the stomach and the back. Reach behind and grab left foot with left hand and pull the heel towards the bum for a little stretch of the quad. Gently release and take that on the other side. Release right foot. Let the chest come down to the mat. Support yourself underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes, and then push up via the knees into a downward dog. So taking the tailbone high, feet are about hip distance, and hands are about as wide as your shoulders. You can keep the knees bent here so that we could keep the spine nice and long. Wiggle the hips back and forth, maybe alternate straightening and bending the legs. This is all up to you. You find what feels the best for your body. This will open up your hamstrings, stretch out the spine, warm up your shoulders and your wrists, and just all around feel good, hopefully. Deep breaths in and out through the nose, filling up the belly. Inversions like this, where your head is below your heart, are so good for you. Take a big step forward with the right foot. See if you can make it all the way up in between your hands. If not, use your hand to help it there. Lower left knee and come to a low lunge. You can support yourself with hands on your knee here, or you can let gravity pull you down, hands on your hips, or maybe take it a step further and reach up towards the sky. You'll feel this open up the hip and feel that really strong as gravity pulls your hips down towards the floor. The back of the right thigh, hamstring feels nice and stretchy too. A few deep breaths here. And then let the hands come to the floor and wiggle this right foot towards the outer edge of your mat. So both hands are on the inside of right foot. Just making a wider stance here, reaching the chest forward and breathing into this hip. On your next inhale, lift the back knee up off the floor. So you're in more of a runner's lunge. And open up the right hand towards the sky, twisting towards the bent leg, reaching right hand up to the ceiling. Place the hand back on the floor and step right foot back to the left in your downward facing dog. Wiggle it out a bit, feel those hamstrings. And then same thing on the left side. Take a giant step forward with the left foot, maybe help it a little bit, and sink right knee down to the floor. Rise up so that the torso stays vertical, supporting yourself here, or letting gravity pull your hips down, giving yourself a little bit more of an intense stretch. And then on your next inhale, hands come to the floor, wiggle the left foot out onto the edge of your mat, opening up the hips a little bit, still reaching the chest forward. Big inhale to lift the back knee up off the floor and open up the chest towards the left leg. We call this a little dragonfly twist. Don't let the hips rise up, stay sinking into the lunge. And then exhale to replace the hand on the floor and step back to your high. Step back to down dog. Breathing here, bend into the knees. Push the chest towards your knees. And then slowly walk the feet up towards your hands. You can take itty bitty baby steps and try to keep your legs straight as long as possible before bending into the knees and coming to your forward fold. Let the belly rest on the thighs, bend into the knees, and then you can grab opposite elbows and sort of just hang here. You can sway side to side, or you can just focus on letting the top of the head stay heavy, reaching down towards the floor in this ragdoll fold. On your next inhale, we're going to straighten into the legs and the spine and make a little halfway rise up to the top, but we're going to stop middle at flat back like you're making a big number 7 with your spine and your hamstrings. And then we exhale to bend back into the knees and fold back down. Take this a few times. Inhale, flat back, straight legs. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, flat back, and exhale down. One more time. Inhale, nice and strong and straight, and exhale it down. This time, rising all the way up to standing, unraveling the spine, reaching hands up to the sky, and exhale, hands to your side. Take some big shoulder rolls, taking the shoulders forward, up by your ears, and back down by your shoulder blades. Inhale it forward and exhale them down. 5 big rolls forward, opening up and mobilizing here. And then take it the opposite way. So roll them back, opening up the chest, and exhale it down. Let this movement affect the rest of your body, into your knees, your spine, your neck, initiating all this natural movement. On your next inhale, reach up to the sky. Let the palms meet, and exhale, hands to heart center. Thanks for flowing with me, you guys. I hope that was a good little everyday flow. Lots of yummy stretches that you can use with your workouts or just as an everyday wake up. And I'll see you next time.